Cowboys Nation. Let's dive into the latest conversations swirling around one of the NFL's most intriguing coaching figures, Brian Flores. His name has been echoing through league circles for months, and it is easy to see why. Flores has long been recognized as a defensive mind with remarkable versatility and the ability to elevate any roster he touches. His approach combines strategic insight with a keen understanding of player development, allowing teams under his guidance to exceed expectations even in challenging situations. For the Dallas Cowboys, who are currently at a pivotal point in redefining their defensive identity, Flores represents more than just a tactical upgrade. He could be the catalyst that transforms the entire defensive unit. This has only intensified with his present circumstances at the Minnesota Vikings, where his contract situation creates a rare window of opportunity for any team prepared to pursue him. Unlike coordinators locked into long-term commitments, Flores is in a position where a strong, decisive move from the Cowboys could potentially bring him into Dallas, sparking speculation and excitement among fans and analysts alike. The timing could not be more compelling as the team seeks clarity and stability on the defensive side after a season that fell short of expectations. Looking at the Cowboys' current landscape, the need for a visionary defensive leader has never been more apparent. The team has wrestled with inconsistency and missed opportunities, leaving gaps that have been exposed by more disciplined and strategic opponents. Departures and changes on the roster have further complicated the situation, making the arrival of a coach capable of synthesizing talent, adapting schemes, and motivating players a pressing priority. Flores brings exactly that combination of skill, adaptability, and leadership. He has repeatedly proven that he can take complex defensive schemes, simplify them for players, and generate measurable results on the field. His history demonstrates a consistent ability to balance discipline with innovation, creating defenses that are both resilient and capable of making game-changing plays for Dallas. This is not just a potential hire, it is an opportunity to define the future of a defense that has struggled to reach its full potential in recent seasons. Flores' journey in the NFL has been defined by his ability to thrive in multiple environments and roles, beginning in New England as a linebackers coach. He quickly gained recognition for his ability to understand and implement high-level defensive strategies when circumstances elevated him to primary defensive play-caller duties. Flores demonstrated remarkable poise and tactical acuity, effectively managing complex game plans and achieving strong results despite challenges in personnel. His tenure as head coach in Miami further showcased his versatility, as he navigated roster limitations and offensive struggles while still producing disciplined, competitive defenses. In Minnesota, Flores has maintained this pattern of excellence, managing a unit that consistently performs above expectations despite constraints elsewhere on the team. His schemes are adaptive, designed to exploit opponents' weaknesses while maximizing the potential of his own players. This combination of strategy, leadership, and adaptability is precisely what Dallas seeks as it looks to redefine its defensive philosophy and return to elite competitiveness. A closer look at Flores' coaching style reveals a blend of classical defensive fundamentals with modern flexibility. He reads offenses with a precision few can match, adjusts to situational demands on the fly, and positions his players to capitalize on opportunities. The impact of such leadership extends beyond tactical execution. It fosters a culture of accountability, discipline, and confidence that can transform a unit's overall performance. For a team like Dallas, which possesses exceptional talent but has struggled to find cohesion on defense, this cultural dimension is critical. Flores' approach ensures that every player understands their role and can contribute effectively within the larger system. His track record of consistently improving defensive performance makes him a candidate capable of reshaping the Cowboys' identity, establishing a foundation that could carry long-term success and support sustained contention for championships. Beyond strategy, Flores brings a human element that often defines the success of a team. Players respect him not only for his tactical knowledge, but also for his professionalism, communication skills, and ability to foster development. He understands how to manage different personalities, cultivate a competitive environment, and inspire accountability across the roster. This is particularly important for the Cowboys, whose roster includes immense talent but requires a cohesive approach to reach its potential. Flores' experience demonstrates his ability to integrate into varied team environments, elevate underperforming units, and create systems that allow players to thrive. These qualities make him a transformative figure. Someone who can influence both performance and culture in a way that aligns with the aspiration of a team aiming for sustained success, of course. Pursuing a coach of Flores' caliber comes with inherent challenges. Minnesota may have incentives to retain him, and contract negotiations in the NFL are complex, influenced by factors such as organizational philosophy, salary considerations, and competing opportunities. Yet, the mere fact that Dallas could realistically position itself to secure Flores reflects the seriousness of their intent and the potential impact he could have on the team. His track record shows an ability to succeed under pressure, adapt to various situations, and create defenses that consistently outperform expectations. For a Cowboys squad seeking to regain defensive dominance and contend for a Super Bowl, these capabilities cannot be overstated. Flores' presence would represent more than just tactical enhancement. It would signal a commitment to excellence, a cultural recalibration, and the establishment of a foundation that could support sustained success for years to come. Examining Flores' career in detail highlights the depth of his expertise in every role he has held. He has adapted to team circumstances, maximizing talent and producing efficient, disciplined defenses. His methodology balances traditional principles with innovation, demonstrating flexibility against the increasingly complex offenses in today's NFL. For the Cowboys, whose defensive identity has fluctuated in recent seasons, this combination of strategic acumen and adaptability could mark a turning point. The potential of Flores stepping into the defensive coordinator role carries the promise of immediate improvements, not just on the field, but also in how players approach preparation, execution, and collaboration. He brings proven systems, a culture of accountability, and the ability to mold units capable of competing at the highest level. Each of these attributes align seamlessly with the goals of a Dallas organization looking to reestablish itself as a dominant force on both sides of the ball. Another layer of intrigue lies in the dynamic interplay of opportunity and challenge surrounding Flores' potential move. While his contract situation theoretically allows for mobility, the Vikings remain in a position to negotiate retention or incentives. The Cowboys, however, bring substantial resources, organizational ambition, and a vision for high-level competition. If approached strategically, Flores could be persuaded to embrace the challenge of transforming Dallas defense, leveraging a talented roster and the high-profile market to build something exceptional. The prospect of shaping a unit capable of contending for a Super Bowl in a market with passionate fan support presents an irresistible challenge for a coach of his caliber. Combining professional ambition with the potential for measurable impact on the field, Flores' adaptability is a hallmark of his career. From New England to Miami to Minnesota, he has navigated varying circumstances, extracting maximum performance from players and devising innovative schemes tailored to roster strengths. Each environment has presented unique challenges, yet his defenses consistently demonstrate discipline, creativity, and the ability to respond to adversity. This consistency underscores his reputation as one of the NFL's premier defensive minds and reinforces why he is considered a highly desirable candidate for any team seeking to elevate its defensive identity. For Dallas, the strategic, cultural, and developmental benefits of bringing Flores on board could be transformative, creating a foundation for both immediate success and long-term stability. As the conversation around Brian Flores continues to build, it is impossible to ignore the broader implications his arrival could have for the Cowboys organization. Beyond the tactical adjustments and improvements on the field, Flores represents a philosophy, a mindset that prioritizes preparation, adaptability, and the cultivation of a resilient team culture. He has consistently shown that a defense is more than a collection of talented athletes. It is a unit defined by trust, communication, and the ability to respond under pressure. For Dallas, whose defensive inconsistencies have often undermined offensive production, bringing in a leader of this caliber could create a domino effect, improving not only performance on the field, but also overall confidence across the roster. Flores' style encourages accountability and intelligent decision-making, elements that transform a team's identity from one reliant on raw talent to a disciplined and strategic powerhouse capable of competing at the highest level. One of the most remarkable aspects of Flores' career is his ability to balance complex defensive schemes with player accessibility. While his systems are sophisticated and designed to exploit opponent weaknesses, he has a unique talent for teaching and communicating these strategies in ways that players can internalize and execute effectively. This approach allows teams to operate at a high level regardless of roster composition, turning potential weaknesses into opportunities for innovation. For the Cowboys, who have faced challenges in maintaining a consistent defensive identity, this approach could provide the structure and clarity needed to unlock the full potential of their talent. It is not just about game day execution. It is about instilling a mindset where every player understands their role, trusts the system, and feels empowered to make impactful plays when it matters most. Flores' reputation is also built on adaptability, a critical attribute in a league where offensive innovation continues to accelerate. He has repeatedly demonstrated the ability to analyze opponents, adjust schemes on the fly, and implement changes that keep his defense competitive against diverse offensive styles. In an era where spread concepts, RPOs, and versatile playmakers challenge traditional defensive approaches, Flores' ability to pivot and adjust in real time gives any team a distinct advantage. For Dallas, this adaptability could mean the difference between a defense that struggles against evolving offenses and one that consistently disrupts opponents and generates game-changing plays. The strategic intelligence Flores brings is complemented by a focus on fundamentals, ensuring that his defenses are disciplined, sound in execution, and capable of thriving under the pressures of playoff football. Culture building is another dimension where Flores' impact could be transformative. Leadership in the NFL goes beyond play calling and schemes. It requires fostering an environment where players buy into a shared vision, hold themselves accountable, and push each other to reach new heights. Flores has demonstrated time and again his ability to cultivate such an environment, earning respect from players and peers alike for his professionalism, communication skills, and commitment to development. For the Cowboys, whose defensive potential has often been hindered by inconsistency or lack of cohesion, his arrival could establish a culture of unity and purpose. This cultural shift could accelerate the development of younger players, optimize the performance of veterans, and create a defensive identity that is both formidable and enduring. The potential challenges of bringing Flores to Dallas cannot be ignored, yet they are balanced by the opportunity to achieve a substantial competitive advantage. Minnesota may attempt to retain him, presenting financial or contractual obstacles, and the negotiation process in the NFL is inherently complex. However, the Cowboys possess the resources and organizational clout to present a compelling case. Beyond money, the chance to work with a talented roster, operate in a high-profile market, and play a pivotal role in shaping a championship-caliber unit creates an opportunity that few coaches could refuse. Flores has already demonstrated that he thrives in competitive, high-pressure environments, and the challenge of redefining the Cowboys' defense aligns perfectly with his career trajectory. His ability to implement a winning system while nurturing a culture of accountability and excellence makes him an ideal candidate to lead this transformation. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. Whispers are spreading fast across league circles after the sudden dismissal of Matt EBERFLUS from the Cowboys, a move that has already ignited intense speculation about what really pushed the organization to act now. Official explanations have been scarce, and that silence is only fueling the sense that there is more beneath the surface than a simple coaching change. Around the team, the rumor mill suggests internal tensions may have been building for some time. Some insiders believe philosophical differences between EBERFLUS and key decision-makers had quietly reached a breaking point. Others hint that the locker room never fully aligned with his vision, creating an atmosphere that looked stable from the outside but felt fragile within. The Cowboys, known for valuing control and clarity at the top, may have decided that uncertainty was a bigger risk than change. There is also speculation that this move is less about the past and more about the future. Sources close to the franchise whisper that ownership has been surveying the coaching landscape, intrigued by the availability of high-profile names and emerging coordinators. Letting EBERFLUS go could be the first domino in a broader reset, one designed to reassert identity and send a message that complacency will not be tolerated. EBERFLUS himself remains something of an enigma in this story. Some around the league believe he was caught in a power struggle he was never meant to win, while others suggest he simply became the easiest variable to change in a complex equation. There is even talk that rival teams are already monitoring his situation, convinced his defensive mind will not stay unemployed for long. For now, The Cowboys stand at the center of a storm made of questions rather than answers. Was this a calculated chess move or a reaction to pressures that finally boiled over? Until more details emerge, the firing of Matt Eberflus will remain exactly what it is today, a spark for rumors, a playground for speculation, and a reminder that in this league, stability is often just an illusion. That's a wrap from Cowboys Wire News. For breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.